at large is on Karibu Sana.
Asante sana.
Thank you so much for creating time after a very long time.
By all means.
Yes. What do you make of the entire case? Just to begin from there.
The first thing I would say is that, like the PS said, it's a very complex case. It has about 5 layers that are layers of complexity that the average person looking at the case may not appreciate. The first one is a legal angle, and this legal angle is primarily a criminal case. So Nduta is accused of having traveled to Vietnam carrying a suitcase which had a secret compartment. And within that secret compartment were found 2 kilograms of cocaine, which, whether you look at it by street value or just by the sheer volume, that's a lot of drugs. The case against her commenced July 2023 when she was arrested. There are lots of stories going around, but all of them have a few facts in common. The first one is that she left Kenya, headed abroad. And the second one is at some point, she got possession of a suitcase that was laden with drugs. The third one is that she was arrested. The fourth one is that she didn't make a phone call to her sister. She has a twin sister, apparently, I believe called Rose Wamboi, something close to that. And she made a phone call, but the communication was not successful. She only got to say hello and the call was terminated. She's gone through the legal process in Vietnam, which is very, very strict. They have very harsh criminal penalties for that kind of offense. And most importantly, they exercise swift justice. And for them, it's usually capital punishment, which means the person is put to death. They had a firing squad, death by firing squad up to 2011. And currently they have lethal injection. The fourth fact is she was scheduled to be hanged today. Vietnam is 4 hours difference from us. So the process was to commence with her last meal. So there was a timestamp given for 7:30 p.m. there, which was 3:30 p.m. our time. The last fact is there has been some diplomatic level intervention. Do you suppose this is working? Because then the kind of diplomacy is now we've covered the first layer, which is the criminal law. The second layer is a political layer. Political because politics respond to public outcry. That's why people say this is a matter of public importance. So there was a public outcry. So the siblings did not realize her fate until very recently, when her case had really progressed through the criminal justice system in Vietnam.
Do you suppose the Kenyan government then came in good time? Was it adequate? That is the response. Was it timely in any manner? So
the first one, it was reactive to the public pressure. The second one is we don't have an embassy there. So the embassy we have is in Bangkok, Thailand, and, and covers the region, the Southeast Asia region. Now, there were 3 different autonomous sort of engagements. The first one is from the deputy foreign minister of that country, getting a phone call from our PS in charge of foreign affairs. The second one was the embassy there in Bangkok, sending actual emissaries to go to Vietnam, which is within their diplomatic right because they cover the region. The third one was a presidential level engagement, initially initiated by the current president, Dr. William Ruto, and seconded by the former president, President Uhuru Kenyatta, who enjoys a good relationship with the current leader, who was a former military commander, and the presidency in Vietnam is kind of ceremonial. But there have been those 3 levels. The third level, apart from legal and political, is diplomatic in the effect of the formal diplomatic process.